Hi, ma'am. How are you doing today? How's your life? How's your health?
So many questions in one go.
Yeah.
No worries, but I'll would like to answer one by one. Thank you so much, first of all, inviting me here. I'm feeling great and thrilled to have this conversation with you. I'm great. Life is treating me absolutely fantastic. Pink in the health. Thank you so much for your kind concern. How about you, Prativa?
Yeah, I am also great. Today's Sunday, so it's my fun day. I can have conversations with many people. So I'm always happy when it comes to conversations. And obviously, you're full of energy. So
Mm.
you've also put some energy in me now. So I'll also be full of energy.
I'm throwing. I'm throwing. Just catch it.
Yeah, I'm catching it. So today we are here to basically discuss about grammar. Our topic
Mm.
is like how can people move from learning grammar and then to speaking? Because we have seen that a lot of people, beginners usually complain that I know grammar, I know every rule, but I am not able to talk. So what's that one advice or tips you would give to any learner, any beginner, intermediate who knows grammar but struggles in speaking?
Good question. And I think I don't want to talk about the people, to be very honest, when it's come to the grammar. I would like to give you my example. And
Okay.
I'm telling you from straight from the horse mouth, from my first hand experience, because I did. When I was learning English, I had I had the knowledge of grammar and everything, right? Not I'm not saying that deep down meaning of grammar, but yes, for spoken English, I was aware of grammatical rules and regulation, everything, right? But when it's come to speaking, I was feeling tight, tongue tight every time. I was feeling, struggling with the words and sentence structure. Then what did I do? Simple funda for it. You need to practice, practice, practice. Practice before you preach.
Yeah.
Because I know it is a stereotype, right? But I don't have any other, answer for it because I did the same thing. I practiced a lot. I created my own ambience. That's how I became. I am not saying that go with the fancy words, that, glossy words. No, go with the general conversation. When you
Yeah.
go with the general conversation, when you get the confidence related to general conversation, then move ahead. Then the second, process is there. But to learn English, if you are aware of grammar, that's okay, because grammar is very important part. It's a
Yeah.
backbone,
Hmm.
right? It's a backbone, it's a foundation. Until unless you're not good at grammar, you won't be able to present or portray yourself good speaker, right? Your communication will not seems good, or effectively you can't portray yourself effectively in terms of communication,
Yeah.
right? So grammar is very important. Without grammar, English is nowhere, right? But when you start English, then do not focus towards grammar, just speak.
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
speak. Make your jaw flexible in this language, right? Fill your brain with the good content. After that, grammar. Because if I talk about myself, how did I learn grammar? I learned grammar through my listening skill and through
Hmm.
my reading skill. When you are good, when you see, we have four pillars in English: reading, writing, speaking, and listening, right?
Yeah.
So just take one favorite skill and amalgamate with your speaking skill. You will see like hitting two birds with one stone. You are, you are collecting content in your brain, right, to speak. First thing. Second thing, you are getting vocabulary. On top of your grammar is also improving when you read, when you listen something. So focus about grammar. When you no when you are at beginner, just focus about the grammar. But when you are aware of grammar, then the first and the foremost thing, just keep yourself on practice mode. That's it. The more you practice, the better you will be.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, when you're learning grammar, you are taking knowledge. But when it comes to speaking, it's a different skill, right? Learning
Hmm.
something and obviously doing, practicing it is a different skill. So when you're learning
Hmm.
grammar, you are like helping yourself by knowing all the rules, how do it sound, how can we make a sentence structure and everything. But when it comes to speaking, it's a different kind of thing where you have to practice. Like obviously if you're a beginner, it will be so hard for you, it will be hard for you to even sustain like 5 minutes of conversation. But with practice and with consistency, you can obviously tackle that problem, and it will take you time. It's not like you'll just start speaking in English in like day or two. It takes
At
months.
all.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'll give you one more example here of my kids. Right, when they were 1 year old, since their childhood, they are speaking in English. They have been speaking in English, right? But at that time, they were not aware of grammar's rules and regulation. No, but how did they learn? Just because of they were fond of cartoons,
Mhm.
poems. They were more into that cartoons and poems. So that's how they learned grammar and English, everything. And they did not put pressure on the brain, right? Because they are not aware of what is this language is all about.
Mhm.
So do not take any kind of a pressure, first of all, right? Because once you take the pressure, you will lose in the sauce. So it's better not to take pressure. And take take your one favorite skill. बहुत जरूरी है, very important. I am not saying that take all skill together. No, otherwise you will be perplexed. So it's better take one skill and amalgamate with your speaking skill. That's it. Grammar भी आ जाएगा आपको, fluent भी हो जाओगे आप.
Yeah, exactly. And I also have this example, like I have a cousin. His name is Ritesh. So he used to watch a lot of cartoons in Hindi, and in my house we speak in our native language, which is called Dogri. So we used to speak in that language, but he used to watch a lot of cartoon. He was just surrounded by that environment. So he legit used to talk Hindi like so pure, and we were like
Oh.
he doesn't know like native language of ours, which is Dogri. So he talks in Hindi, and the way he talks, I mean, the Hindi is better than I
हाँ.
talk. So yeah, really. So it was just that if you watch that kind of content, you will start speaking like that. If you watch like American movies or American podcasts, you will see that change in you. That in few months
Yes,
you will start
of
talking
course.
like them. It's just a human
Same.
nature. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes. My kids, they are 10, I think 11 years old. And when they started, watching English content, and that was, I think, US based program, that Blippy, they used to watch at that time. Their accent has been changed, right? The way they are talking at that time, it was completely changed from head to toe. But now they have two accent. One is Indian accent when they are talking to me, with their friends and the parents and everyone. They are using simple accent, Indian accent. But when they both are playing together, they use different accent because they are in their la 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 land.
yeah, exactly. Because children, I feel they learn so quickly because they just observe a lot. They observe the environment, and when they
Mm.
are like 6 months old or when they don't usually talk, so they just listen to the surroundings, how people are talking to each other, and that's how they catch. So we can also
Mm.
imitate that in our life. We can also listen to people, and then we can try to speak like that. So even if you're learning any kind of accent, you can just choose any series or any podcast of that
Mm.
accent in that accent, and you can just do shadow practice or just listen. You will see
Mm.
that change in you, right?
Yes, 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 absolutely.
Okay, so
Undoubtedly.
yeah, I can see that you use a lot of good words in your speech. Yeah, there are. I am impressed. And obviously a few idioms. How do you actually learn vocabulary and phrases and all that?
Again, I will say that this is my passion. And, taking good vocabulary and the idioms, I'm fond of it. I do not have, any other. See, I don't know what to say. It's just that I'm fond of all vocabulary, rich vocabularies, because adding all rich vocabularies and phrases, that idioms, it added gravitas in your conversation. You
Mm-hmm.
influence the people,
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
right? I'm not saying that I influence the people, but yes, these all vocabularies influence me.
Okay.
And since my childhood, speaking in English with good vocabulary, idiom, and phrases really appeals to me.
Okay. So if I tell you
Again,
that,
interest matter.
mhm, mhm.
Interest matters. Yeah,
Okay.
interest matters. If you have
Yeah,
interest, then
definitely.
go for it. There is not saying that. I just want to say it that rather than putting your whole efforts into being special, right? Why don't you put your whole efforts into yourself?
Yeah.
I put my whole efforts into myself. And what was my interest? My interest was idioms, vocabulary, phrases. So that's how I changed my persona. So just follow your pattern, your interest. That only matter.
Yeah, so if I tell you that, okay, ma'am, you have to speak in English for whole day without using any other language, will you be
Oh
able,
my God.
will you be able
Ah,
to do
yes,
that? Or you would be like,
yes,
oh, I
yes.
wanna speak in my native language now, I'm so done
No,
with
no,
this.
not at all. No, not at all. Because at my home, the first my for my kids, their first language is English. If I need to communicate with them, then I will definitely use English. And every time I'm using English with them, to tease them. Even though my daughter was telling me one phrase that, Mama, this phrase I learned from. Have you heard about this phrase that as luck would have it? I know. I know, as luck would have it. What is the meaning? So tell me, what is the meaning of that? Then I told you this is the meaning, ki kismat se, as luck would have it, kismat se. So now when they are asking me question, ma'am, this is the phrase that I learned from the television. So I need to be aware, right? So I am also upgrading myself. This is also one of the reasons that why am I, upgrading myself in terms of vocabulary, idiom, and phrases, because they are asking lots of questions. And I don't like to sit like, no.
Okay. So if okay. So like when you had your first child, were you like, okay, I need to teach this child English because it's important, or did they just catch it while watching television or mobile? Or were you the one who told them to speak in this language?
No, not at all. First of all, I do not have one child. I am a mother of twin babies. Let me just correct you here.
Okay,
I
okay.
I gave birth twin babies, right? And one is a boy, another is a girl.
Wow,
I
such a
did
nice
not impose.
combo.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Blessing. Right? And grateful to the God, of course. Let me just get off my chest here. And I need to be grateful to the God as well. First. And second thing, I did not impose anything on them. But yes, as I told you, since my childhood, speaking English really appeals to me. Right?
Mhm.
When I came to know that I'm going to be mother of a twin baby, so I decided that that how do I that I decided that I would do this thing, right? I would not watch television. Why? Because I was not fond of television. Because during your pregnancy, if you're watching violence kind of things, where they are glorify the violence, that really impacts,
Yeah.
right? So I decided that I will keep away from television and all social media platform. So what did I do at that time? I was only reading English
Mhm.
stories book, moral story book, and that's it,
Okay. Yeah.
right? And I was, huh, and I was keep telling to myself, to my kids, in terms of, transferring. At that time, I was transferring that manifestation, good blessing to my kids. See, this is the story, and this is the moral of the story. I know you're listening each and everything like Abhimanyu. So that kind of things I did. I would say I manifested at that time, that I was reading stories and I was talking to them when they were in my wombs. So that was the scenario and the NBS I have created for myself, for my kids. My motherhood journey is not a simple journey. Actually, it navigates me to broaden the horizon of my Lord.
Yeah.
And when they were 1 year old, so I turn on at that time they were watching television, poems, and I did not impose. The first word spoken by my son was, Daddy, hey, Daddy, come here, come here, come here. And I was stunned that why he is using such language, because we all are not using English at home,
Mhm.
right? When he said that, then I decided that I'm going to encourage them. But still, I did not impose, just created the environment of English.
Mhm.
I mean, I was also talking with them English in a simple language, that put on your shoes, finish your lunch. Hey, come here. I'm going outside. Would you like to come with me? So this is the food. Would you like to eat it? So have you taken a bath? Simple English. Simple.
Mhm.
I just created ambience only. Nothing.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's
So
how they learn.
so if someone asks you to give 3 words, like you have to describe your journey of being a motherhood in just 3 words, what would you say?
Three words. The
Mhm.
first word would be mentalhood.
Okay.
Mentalhood, motherhood. You're talking about the motherhood journey, na?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. First is the mentalhood, and second is bold, and third is zen.
Okay.
First,
So,
I was.
mhm.
Yes,
So
yes,
I,
you want to
I
say something?
I really love that point that you didn't impose anything. You just created that
Hmm.
environment, because we have seen a lot of parents that, okay, if I talk about myself, not like in my generation, people usually tell children that you have to be this, you have to be engineer, you have to be a doctor, you have to give JEE, you have to give NEET.
Hmm.
So I don't think that's like a nice way to like just
No,
like,
not at
I
all.
know that people want good for their children, but like you should instead encourage them in whatever they want to do instead of just imposing everything. So I really love that point of yours, that you just created an environment and you just encourage them, and you can
Hmm.
obviously tell them, you can tell them that I would like if you do that, but you shouldn't be just imposing it on your
Of
child.
course not.